Hey everyone, it's Alex the Real Mr. Robinson, and today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Godzilla enemy, or enemies I should say, because I have a tie, and that's between King Ghidorah and Mechagodzilla. With all due respect to Mothra, the reason I don't include her as a Godzilla enemy in this case is because there are a few moments where Mothra has allied with Godzilla. Granted, she's fought Godzilla more times than she's been an ally, but also every time Mothra has fought Godzilla, she's been the hero where Godzilla's been the villain. With these two monsters, whether there were points where Godzilla may have been the villain, they have never aided Godzilla. They've always fought him. I'm going to start off with Mechagodzilla first of all. Mechagodzilla has just always stood out to me as being cool. The show on Mechagodzilla just has this really cool look where he's mean, he's got so many weapons at his disposal, and those movies are actually some of the best of the Showa era. The second Mechagodzilla was the first time the roles were reversed, where Mechagodzilla was made to defend Japan from Godzilla. And like with the original Mechagodzilla, he's got a good arsenal of weapons, he's got a cool roar. But for me, my favorite Mechagodzilla is Kiryu from the Millennium series, because it's the one that puts up the biggest fight against Godzilla, not just with long-range attacks, but also close combat. It looks like it's actually made of metal, but it also maintains that fierce, menacing look that the 70s Mechagodzilla had. And plus, Godzilla against Mechagodzilla is probably my favorite movie to involve Mechagodzilla. Then we move on to King Ghidorah, who is pretty much to Godzilla what the Green Goblin is to Spider-Man, or what the Joker is to Batman. King Ghidorah is Godzilla's arch nemesis, and every time Ghidorah is in one of those movies, well, most of the time, those end up being the best of the series. Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, Invasion of the Astro-Monster, GMK, Giant Monsters All Out Attack. Ghidorah has just always been the coolest and toughest opponent for Godzilla. A giant golden three-headed dragon from space that shoots electricity? That's kind of creative. And for me, my favorite look for King Ghidorah probably has to be the one from Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. And even though this King Ghidorah's origin is very different from the Showa era, it was the first Godzilla movie I saw, so naturally I would just gravitate towards that design more, but also this is the first time King Ghidorah's actually looked realistic. Similar to Godzilla's look throughout the entirety of the 90s, as I discussed in a previous video. So that's my favorite look, although with Godzilla King of the Monsters just around the corner, I'm super curious to see what they're going to do with this King Ghidorah and see if this one could be my favorite. So we'll see what happens, but in terms of my picks for favorite Godzilla enemies, it's these two. You can't go wrong with King Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla. And there you go, those are my favorite Godzilla enemies. Now I want to know what your favorites are. Are they King Ghidorah or Mechagodzilla, or are they someone else? Let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and of course leave a comment. Don't forget to support my Patreon page, follow me on social media, and until next time, this is the Real Mr. Robinson telling you there's only one.